All right, you got one bottom bouncing a fire minnow here. White. Got it on a 1/8 ounce jig head. Feels like a pretty good one.
We got it.
All right.
Here it is.
Look at that. Here's the fire minnow. Oh. Perfect.
Go home, buddy. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
You use the minnows, you switched eggs.
Oh, I switched eggs.
That looks like a brown.
It is. Brown trout.
Good colors, really nice looking fish.
Beautiful.
I would say Connecticut's underrated when it comes to brown trout fishing.
I would say so too. I would definitely say so.
Does this give you any insight?
Beautiful Connecticut brown trout. We definitely have one of the most underrated fisheries for these guys.
I'm not even able to catch.
We got another one on. Oh man. This thing's dogging me.
That rock. Come on, Christian. Let me get a cast one of these times.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's another nice big brown.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Loaded. Ooh.
Look at that. Another beautiful Connecticut River brown trout. Just having a fantastic day out here. Nice long, skinny spawned out wild fish.
All right, so the brown trout fishing in Connecticut, just like Joe said, is really phenomenal. You know, there's certain places you can go and have a great time and catch some really amazing fish. What we're doing today is we caught a bunch of them on Natural Deluxe. Anybody that fishes in the Northeast knows Natural Deluxe is probably the best egg you can find for brown trout because it's natural. Now, Joe was also using spawn sacks now. Reason being, we just caught 7 or 8 fish out of this hole. He's got to switch his bait up because they're conditioned to that bait. Now, you've switched over to what are you doing and what colors and that kind of stuff?
Well, we switched over to the spawn sacks. We're actually using white, peach, blue, lime. Everything's pretty much working pretty good right now. But the spawn netting is offering a little bit different profile than the Natural Deluxe eggs are. And I think it's what it's basically doing is getting these fish a little bit more fired up. And it's nice to have a nice assortment of baits out there. And definitely going to want a Natural Deluxe and a couple spawn bags with you.
It's like deja vu. All over again.
3 casts, 3 fish.
Man.
Another nice one too.
You'd think he'd tell Joe what he's using, but he's not doing it.
Absolutely not. Top secret bait right here.
Another brown too.
Beautiful brown trout. Ooh.
That's even bigger. They just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And when he said earlier, he was talking about a Connecticut River brown trout. We're not talking about the Connecticut River. We're talking about a river in Connecticut. Just some really, really nice fish.
Beautiful hook jaw male here. Another one. Just can't beat these Connecticut brown trout, man.
All right, so today we're using a couple different things. We're using the fire minnows, which are brand newly released. These things have been awesome. Okay, we caught one of our first ones on that little jig head like that. Come in a couple different colors. We found that the white was best today for that. One of the other things that we've been using is the Natural Deluxe right here. These are awesome. They're absolutely great product. Been using them, been catching some of the really big ones. One of the other good things that we've been doing to change it up is using some of these trout eggs right here. As you can tell, these have been working really, really great. We're using pink, peach, blue, white, chartreuse, and we're catching a lot of fish on them. All right, we got another one on here. Looks like a halfway decent one. Not bad.
Is it another rainbow?
Brown trout.
Another brown. This must be the brown trout spot.
Brown trout.
Literally the brown trout spot. My gosh.
Wow, beautiful.
Well, he told me there's rainbows in here, but we haven't seen them yet. I guess these browns really like the eggs, but a lot of people say you can't catch brown on eggs, but you know what? Today may be a new day. Woo!
A beautiful fish right there. Brown trout. Doesn't get much nicer than that.
Here it goes. Homeward bound. See you later, buddy. You know what's funny? I think I may run out of battery watching this guy fish over here. Every time I look at him, he's got another fish. He must be onto something.
Oh, another nice one too.
Woo!
Nice big one.
That is a big one.
Is it another brown?
I think so.
I mean, I can't tell from here yet. It is a brown. I can see the hue on it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, here's what's happening. Joe was walking all the way out there like he's a bear or something trying to net these fish because he wants to get in as quick as he can so he can cast again. He doesn't get to do a lot of this fishing on his own. But what we're learning is the state of Connecticut has some amazing brown trout fishing. You know, we thought we were gonna come out here and catch a lot of rainbows. We've caught almost all browns, right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, there's one right there. Almost all browns. That one wanted to give the camera a kiss. He's there for you guys to come catch, and guess what? He's going back for you guys to come catch.
He's taking line. Holy cow.
Might be the old Boston whaler we were looking for.
This is a big one right here. Holy moly.
Yeah. Just like that. Got him. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Connecticut, where some of the most underrated browns live. What an incredible fishery we have going on here.
All right, so we got a nice big one right here. Fishing in Connecticut. Absolutely crushed this bait. Look at the size of this thing. Big kite jaw. All right, so what I'm gonna show you is the setup that we're using and one of the fire hooks that we're using. We're using a size 12 fire hook. This is what I find to be the best when we're using these spawn sacks or using the natural deluxe right there. That's a size 12. Usually I'll go up to a size 8, maybe a size 10. Those are also good ones, but I found the best success here in Connecticut using the size 12.
I'll scoop this guy.
I think this is as big as Joe's, but
You know what? Every fish counts.
That's right.
every fish
As a
does.
matter of fact, it's another small brown. Is there only browns in Connecticut?
There's a lot of brown trout in Connecticut. We do have a really good stocking program that does stock a lot of rainbows in here. This section right here is just loaded with holdover browns and wild brown trout. It's a really, really great fishery. Here he goes. Look at that nice hook jaw.
See you, buddy. Well, we're going to show you guys something else here. Christian's going to show you a wild one, 100% wild. We're going to let this guy go next. But look at the beautiful colors of these fish here. Buddy, go home, get bigger. Keep eating.
I think it's actually a white.
It's a white?
I think it's a white.
Most underrated color there is, white. People know about blue in New York and Connecticut, but white is a real sleeper. You're finally shallow enough where I can get you netting the fish without... Oh, another nice one. Is it? It is white. You can see the white out of the corner right down there. There's the white. Oh yeah, 100% white. Really good looking brown trout.
Look at that.
Look at this fish.
Beautiful.
All right, just let him go. You're going home. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming. Today's episode of Pautzke Outdoors comes to you from Connecticut, where the trout program here is underrated. The state does a phenomenal job at raising beautiful rainbow and brown trout and Atlantic salmon and brook trout, you know, tiger trout, many other things as well. And they do a great job stocking the state's resources and keeping them plump full of fish for you guys to enjoy. Now, we enjoyed it today as well. We're out here with Joe Diorio of Joe Diorio Guide Service, and we said, hey man, we want to catch some nice brown trout. What do you think? He's like, you guys have no idea. It is underrated. Underrated is right. You know, this gives you a run for your money if you live anywhere else in the Northeast. Matter of fact, anywhere else on the East Coast, there's phenomenal brown trout fishing here in the state. Now today, we focused on several baits. We first started out with the brand new white fire minnow. You'll see that here. And then you'll see the #1 brown trout lure that's around. Natural Deluxe by Lure, Bait, whatever you want to call it. Natural Deluxe is a sleeper egg. And ironically, we don't sell much of it outside of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, maybe a little bit in Connecticut. Those guys just know something that others don't. And people are picking up on it really, really quick. Now, beyond that, it's pretty interesting. He had to tie a couple spawn sacks on at the end of the day. He goes, watch, we're going to catch them right away. Well, when they got conditioned to that Natural Deluxe, all we had to do was switch over, and it was almost instant using mostly blue and white spawn netting from Atlas Mikes with trout eggs, premium trout eggs in there. And it just shows you, you bring these 3 baits, find a good hole, and you too could have a phenomenal time brown trout fishing here in Connecticut. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.